You're watching BBC Two.
Oh, this is breathtaking, Tricia. What is it?
This is BBC Two logo, apparently, by Nobby Stiles the Younger.
For me, this expresses the zeitgeist of contemporary urban renewal.
One thinks immediately of some of George Formby's early lyrics.
Yes, it really says something. To me, this says...
Bugger off! Go on, bugger off out of it. This is BBC property.
And now, BBC Two, we begin a major new 26-part documentary series in which that fat bastard Alexei Sayle dissects the universe and life as we know it. Stuff.
Well, I'm the type of guy that'll never settle down. Where pretty girls are, well, they know that I'm around. They don't even know my name. They call me the wanderer. Oh, yeah, the wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Well,
Good morning, Mr. Sayle.
Jamie is the girl that I'll be with tonight.
Morning, Alexei. Have a good weekend.
The best. I'll tear open my shirt and show her rosy eye just 'cause I'm the wanderer. Oh, yeah, the wanderer. I roam around, 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 around. Oh, well, I go from town to town. I go from life without a care. And I'm as happy as a clown. Oh, with my two fists a buying and I'm going nowhere. Well, I'm the type of around. I'm never in one place. I go from town to town.
On location in 10 minutes, Mr. Sayle.
Falling for a girl. I hop into that car of mine and drive around the world 'cause I'm the wanderer. Oh yeah, the wanderer.
Who's that fat bastard?
Hello, my name's Alexei Sayle, and welcome to Stuff. You know, when you think about it, there's a lot of stuff in the world, isn't there? And some of it you can explain, and some of it you can't. Riddles like Stonehenge, the Turin Shroud, and of course, the famous singing spam of Santa Cristobal. In this series, I hope to change the way we look at stuff, and also to examine the way that different things are interrelated. For example, how did the discoveries of a 4th century Macedonian philosopher lead to a meeting between P.W. Botha and Bonnie Langford? Also, how can you explain somebody like Nostradamus? Nostradamus, a man who was writing in the 15th century, and yet he made the most amazing predictions. Like, for example, he predicted that the mini metro would have a 5th gear option by 1989. Over the next few weeks, I hope to be examining these and other mysteries, stripping away the meanings and metaphors of everything in the world and reconstructing them into an ultimate theory of the universe, while dancing about in a series of tight suits. So, come with me now on a voyage of discovery and adventure. I've bought myself a moped. I've made myself some sandwiches. Let's see what's out there, shall we?
In Central Europe in the late Middle Ages, Transylvania cowered under the bloody reign of Vlad the Impaler. His evil Cossacks were the scourge of the countryside, executing thousands for their ruler's grisly amusement. Why was it that throughout this horrific cataclysm of blood, Lambeth Social Services did nothing?
Obviously, we very much regret what happened in Transylvania in 1306, but I don't really see how we could possibly have...
Shut up!
And lo, it came to pass that King Herod feared the coming of the new Messiah and decreed the immediate slaughter of all the firstborn. And that day, when the kingdom ran red with the blood of the innocent and helpless babes in arms were horribly put to the sword by the Roman legions, where was Haringey Child Care Officer Mrs. Eon Tiff?
Judea, in the year of our Lord, was technically outside my jurisdiction.
Shut up!
The great famine of Egypt. In ancient biblical times, drought ravaged the land for 7 long years. and people starved to death in their millions. Trevor Tildesley of Islington Meals on Wheels.
This is a very stupid documentary, and I don't see why we should be allowed...
Shut up! Of course, we can't blame social workers for all society's ills, but this much is true. They're all a bunch of namby-pamby vegetarian do-gooders who make you want to throw up.
As a result of that last programme, Mrs. Sarah Lettice of Lambeth Social Services was sacked without compensation. Her husband Ron left her, and she was evicted from her house in Pinner. Her assistant, Miss Janet Barbecue, was executed by firing squad. And their secretary, Deirdre Quench, was buried alive with a swarm of hornets, and her children sold for vivisection. The office tea lady Rose was acquitted of any blame whatsoever. So we're going to imply she's a heroin addict. Oh, God, I love this job.
The BBC would like to apologise for that last item from our Current Affairs department. We regret that some members of news features seem to do their job with a godlike, pious self...
Shut up!
Unemployment, the scourge of the Western world. It means that many people lead seemingly pointless, wasted lives. In the old days, people used to be named after what they made, didn't they? Like Carter if they made carts, Cooper if they made barrels, Thatcher if they made people sick. What are people going to be called these days? Hello, I'm Timothy Piggott, adjusted statistic. I was unemployed for a long time. Because I had my head shaved and because I was home all day. All the neighbours used to think I was my wife's mentally handicapped brother. They used to patronise me whenever I went out, going, hello, how are you? They were always trying to throw me on the Variety Club of Britain Sunshine coach when it came. One of the great things about being at home all day is that you get to sit down and watch all the smashing stuff on the telly.
Yes?
Boil your cat, sir.
Beg your pardon?
Boil your cat. Any cats you want boiling? We do all breeds. We do tabby, tortoiseshell, Siamese, Burmese, Persian, marmalade, Lithuanian, Loganberry. If we can cram it in a pot, we'll boil it. That's our motto. We do it while you wait, on the premises, no fuss.
Oh, my cat? What, alive?
But first, sir, yes.
That sounds absolutely horrific.
Yes, sir?
You're mad. Get out.
Oh, good evening. Sorry to... what lovely marigolds. Sorry to bother you at this hour of the evening, but my name is David Pincer Movement, but you can call me Dave. That's my Ford Sierra with the jacket on the hanger in the back. Mind if I flash my headlamps in your mirror? Woo, there we go. Woo, just had an orgasm. Jolly good. Right. Now, as I say, I represent a small little firm called Thermopussy. We're just expanding our operations in this area. In fact, here is a brochure of our operations in this area, detailing the full range of domestic services in this area for you, in this area.
This brochure just seems full of pictures of a man boiling a cat.
How perceptive you are, sir. And there's never been a better time to boil your cat.
Get out!
Certainly, sir, we aim to please.
Look, for the last time.
Mr. Numismatist. My name's Natalie. I'm from Nationwide Opinion and Market Research. And we're doing some questions on contemporary social attitudes. Could you help me?
Yes, of course. Come in.
Thank you. Lovely. Now then,